judge other people because, one, I don't want to be judged. I know that I'm still imperfect. And I also think that when somebody is hurt and you're trying to judge them, you don't do that. Because at that point in time, that person probably needs love more than anything because they're hurting for whatever reason. And you don't need to know every detail as to why that person's hurting, but don't judge them. Whatever it is, leave them alone. Here's the golden rule, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. It's true. Don't say it at all. If you are in a close relationship with somebody, then sure, that's a different story. Because you're holding that person to a higher standard, right? But I'm talking like if you're at, I don't know, let's say Christmas dinner, and you're seeing Aunt Susie, and you're like, man, Aunt Susie, you put on some weight. You don't say that. You don't say that. You ignore that. You ignore that. You do not say that to Aunt Susie. You leave her alone. Because she probably knows she's already put on weight. So you shut your mouth, right? Those are the polite things to do. Now, if you and your spouse, right, you're in a different relationship, should you guys be beating on each other about your weight? No, that's not healthy. But if, your husband goes to the doctors and he gets his blood work done and he is high in cholesterol or whatever, you and him can work together on, creating better meals together. Why? Because you're living together, you're eating together, maybe you limit the eggs, right? Whatever it is, it's a different relationship. So understanding that there's healthy boundaries matters, right? Like, you don't need to say everything that comes to your mind. You leave that alone. Why? Because it's not your place to say those things. Does it mean you're a horrible person if, like, those thoughts cross your mind? No. But it does make you a horrible person if you make that person feel less than what they are because you feel like, oh, well, I need to tell, Aunt Susie that she put on weight. No, you don't. And that will help you tremendously learning how to nip that in the bud because learning your place in life matters, right? Like, you're in control of certain things. You're not in control of Aunt Susie, right? You're in control of the dishes that you make for your family. Cool, great, I understand that. Understand your place. That's your place. Doesn't mean that, if Aunt Susie says, hey, you know what, like, if Aunt Susie comes to you and says, hey, I'm really struggling with this and I see you've lost some weight. How did you do that? Sure, then you can help Aunt Susie. Give her some resources. Great. But don't point somebody out that doesn't want your help. Don't do it. It's not good. It's not good for you. It's not good for them. You're going to hurt yourself. They're going to hurt themselves in the essence of, like, you know what? Maybe Aunt Susie's now going to go eat a chocolate bar behind the door because now she's self-soothing her emotions. Have you thought about that? Probably not. You probably didn't think about that in the moment. Like, you're probably going to encourage her to continue poor behavior because you just hurt her again. You don't know why somebody's doing what they're doing. You don't know how they're doing what they're doing. You don't know all of the details. You just see what's going on. You make an assumption. Assumptions make asses out of you and me. It is what it is. Don't do it. Don't assume about somebody's life. And don't also just insert yourself into somebody's life when you know nothing about them. You know nothing about their situation, or you think you know something, and you're like, oh, I'm going to insert myself there, and I'm going to help that person. Maybe that person doesn't want your help. What? That person doesn't want my help? Yeah, maybe, even if it's family. Whoa, really? My family doesn't even want my help? Yeah, you know what? It's true. Your family might just not even want to be seeing you, but they're trying to be polite in the essence of, like, attending the holidays together to keep the family together. It's not because they love you oh so much and they want all of your wisdom and all of your knowledge. Nope. The best way to keep it together is to shut your mouth sometimes. So learning how to do that will be key in your life. I hope this helps. See you next time.